The drama in the 90-Day Fiance world has hit a whole new level of chaos. Matt and Amani, who once looked like the perfect couple on social media, are now in a storm of betrayal, shocking claims, and public fights that no one saw coming. Now their friend and fellow castmate Annie Ajira has officially taken Amani's side, calling out Matt's lies. Fans are shocked as the once-loved couple tears each other apart online. So now the big question is, who's telling the truth? It all started when Amani surprised everyone by accusing Matt of cheating. On social media, she posted proof showing that he had affairs with multiple women. Fans were shocked because the couple always seemed loving and close online. That perfect image is now shattered, and the truth about their rocky marriage is coming out. But Matt didn't stay quiet. He fired back with his own accusations in a bunch of Instagram videos. He said Amani wasn't innocent either, and claimed she had been seeing someone else secretly. He also said she only stayed with him for money and was looking for someone richer. Matt even said that Amani forced him into a sexual situation with their friend, Annie Ajira. He claimed that during a time when Amani was sick, she pressured him to sleep with Annie. He made it sound like something he didn't want but had to do, as a way to excuse his own cheating. But then Annie spoke up and told a totally different story. Taking Amani's side, she said Matt twisted the truth. She explained that Amani never forced him into anything. Instead, Amani told him to go ahead and have fun because, as she said, he loves sex. Annie said it wasn't about control. It was a way to help their troubled marriage. According to her, the couple already had big problems before she got involved. Their fruitful setup was supposed to fix the marriage, not ruin it. She told fans this is the reality. Annie made it clear Matt lied about being forced and said Amani never pushed him into anything. Things heated up even more when Annie appeared in Amani's live video, standing by her side. Together, they doubled down on their version of the story and made Matt look like the one lying just to protect himself. But with so many different stories, fans are confused about what's really going on. Some think Amani's proof shows Matt was cheating. Others believe Matt is exposing a side of Amani no one ever saw. And then there's Annie. Did she get pulled into the drama, or was she more involved than she admits? Social media is full of opinions. Some fans say all three just want attention, and that this scandal is just to stay in the spotlight. One fan even said, all these people just want attention. Another said Annie should stay out of it because it's a problem between Matt and Amani. But others are sure Matt is lying, saying no one could really be forced into something like he described. No matter who you believe, one thing is clear. The couple's perfect image is gone. What looked like a strong marriage is now just public fights, shocking confessions, and messy live videos that fans can't stop watching. As the drama continues, one question still stands. Who's telling the truth? Amani and Annie or Matt? And is Matt and Amani's marriage really over now, or could they still make peace? One thing's for sure, this has become one of the wildest scandals in 90-Day Fiancé history, and fans will be watching closely to see what happens next. Meanwhile, the drama on 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After Season 9 has taken another wild turn. Once close friends, Loren Brovarnik and Elizabeth Castrovet, better known as Libby, are now bitter enemies. What started as a sweet friendship is now one of the biggest fights of the season. Fans are picking sides and wondering, who's really right, Loren or Libby? It's not just about Loren and Libby. Their husbands, Alexei and Andre, and their fellow castmates Yara and Joy are all involved too. All four couples are deeply connected this season, so every fight or rumor affects everyone in the group. It all started simply enough. In the season premiere, Loren threw a housewarming party to celebrate her family's new home. She invited Libby and Andre, along with other friends and castmates like Yara and Joy. But the night didn't stay calm for long. The conversation turned to Andre and Libby possibly moving to Moldova, a big topic in their storyline. Loren, who also wants to move her family to Israel, surprised everyone by saying she didn't think they should move. She dismissed Andre's home country in a way that came off as rude and judgmental. Viewers called her out for being a hypocrite since she herself wants to move overseas. Andre, never one to stay quiet, fired back at Loren, saying she was acting weird and out of line. Then Loren's close friend Noga tried to defend her, but instead of calming things down, Andre cursed at Noga in front of everyone. What was supposed to be a happy event turned into a night of arguing, bad vibes, and hurt feelings. And the fight didn't stop there. The drama carried over to Yara's launch party, where the whole Miami crew gathered again. Yara wanted the event to be positive and fun, but it turned into another fight between Loren and Libby. Things really got bad when Libby found out that Loren had secretly met up with Yara and Joy while she and Andre were getting ready for Moldova. Libby didn't like the secret meeting, and it only made things worse between her and Loren. Alexei revealed a bombshell during the party. Andre had confided in him that he lost a shocking $75,000 in a Moldovan property deal. Instead of being supportive, Loren used the moment to call Andre a dick, a comment that shocked the whole group. Libby was caught off guard by Loren's insult toward her husband. To her, this wasn't just gossip. It was a direct attack on her family. The tension that had been building for weeks finally turned into a full-blown fight. Elizabeth hit back by accusing Alexei of body-shaming Loren in the past. What started as a tense moment between two women turned into a loud argument with their husbands and friends involved. The fight got so intense that both Loren and Libby stormed out of the event, leaving Yara's party a complete mess and breaking the group apart. Now fans are analyzing everything. Who started it? Was it Loren for always criticizing Andre and trying to control Libby's choices? Or was it Libby for clapping back so hard and refusing to forgive her old friend? Looking at the facts, Elizabeth seemed to have more reason on her side. Even though she's not completely innocent and made mistakes too, Loren kept crossing the line. She kept interfering in Andre and Libby's plans, spoke badly about Moldova without showing any respect, talked negatively about Andre behind his back, and insulted him right in front of everyone. And after all that, she didn't even take responsibility or apologize. Libby, on the other hand, finally reached her limit. She had dealt with Loren's digs for a long time, and when her husband got insulted, she couldn't take it anymore. Many viewers felt she was right to stand up for herself. Being friends doesn't give someone the right to disrespect your marriage. So when everything is said and done, it's clear that in this situation about loyalty, accountability, and respect, Elizabeth came out on top. Loren might still have supporters, but her refusal to admit her part in the fight only made things worse. And for now, the friendship between Loren and Libby seems beyond saving. With friendships breaking, tempers flaring, and loyalties constantly being tested, it's clear 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After Season 9 has delivered one of its wildest storylines so far. The 90 Day Fiancé world has seen a lot of scandals, but nothing compares to the complicated mess between Jasmine Pineda, her husband Gino Palazzolo, and the unexpected third person Matt Brenneranu. When Jasmine first introduced Matt, he seemed like just a gym friend, someone who could meet her physical needs when Gino wouldn't. But things quickly went out of control. Matt didn't just join their open marriage, he changed it completely. Soon after getting involved, Jasmine had a baby girl with Matt, which shocked fans. That baby turned their messy setup into a full family situation. When Gino kicked Jasmine out of his life, Matt stepped in and supported both Jasmine and their child. On screen, Matt looked like the perfect guy. Supportive, loving, and eventually a father figure. But behind the scenes, fans started wondering if everything was real. Matt openly said many times that he loved Jasmine. Jasmine talked about how great their bond was and posted happy pictures online of their new little family. From the outside, it looked like Jasmine had finally found her perfect match. But fans weren't convinced. Rumors started that Matt wasn't truly in love, but that he was just acting. Was this love story real? Or just a plan to keep Jasmine famous and help Matt's career? Let's go back. Fans remember how toxic Jasmine's marriage to Gino was, full of fights, tears, and big demands. She told Gino she wanted an open marriage. Either he met her sexual needs, or she'd find someone else who would. That someone turned out to be Matt. Fans were furious and said Jasmine was treating her marriage like a business deal. And when she later joked on Instagram about needing a new sugar daddy to pay her bills, fans were even more upset. They weren't surprised though. A lot of people had already guessed Jasmine was more interested in money and fame than a real relationship. Matt showing up only made them more sure. Then the biggest shock came. Reddit users found out about Matt's past. He wasn't just a random guy from the gym. He was actually an actor who studied at Eastern Michigan University and then tried to make it in Hollywood. He had roles in indie films like A Night to Seize, American Sharia, Han Hunters, Stagecoach Stop, and Clayman. One person on Reddit even said, Matt is an actor. He did everything just to be on TV. That news hit fans hard. Now people started asking, was the whole thing fake from the start? Did Jasmine plan the open marriage drama with Gino just to replace him with Matt in a perfectly staged love triangle? Things got even messier when photos came out showing Matt smiling on the beach with another woman, who some claimed was his ex-wife. Others said it was just his sister. But many fans didn't care who she was. What they cared about was the idea that the whole story being shown on 90 Day Fiance was fake. Fans didn't hold back. One said Jasmine faked her relationship with Matt just to have a baby and get a visa. Another said Matt and Jasmine were tricking TLC viewers, acting out a fake love story just to get famous and make money. Jasmine keeps saying she's happy with Matt and their baby girl, but many fans don't believe her. A lot of them think it's only a matter of time before Jasmine leaves Matt too. One fan even said, this whole story is scripted. I'm just waiting for Jasmine to break up with Matt. So the big question is Matt really the loving partner and father Jasmine says he is? Or is he just an actor using 90 Day Fiance to boost his career? One thing is certain, this love triangle has made it really hard to tell what's real and what's fake, and fans are more confused and hooked than ever. On 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Cara and Guillermo's marriage has become one of the most talked about storylines this season. It started like a fairy tale but has turned into fights, cheating rumors, talk of separation, and even battles over custody and secret meetups. Fans have taken sides, and this time, it looks like Guillermo is getting most of the support. Many viewers think he's trying hard to be a good father, while Cara hasn't been there the way she should. But as usual on 90 Day Fiancé, things are never as simple as they look. For months, people have been talking about Cara and Guillermo breaking up. They haven't said anything official about divorce, but their actions say a lot. Insiders say they still live in the same home, but they've split everything. Separate bedrooms, no sharing a bed, and no intimacy for a long time. Guillermo even told a friend on camera that their sex life is completely dead. Things got worse when Guillermo skipped Cara's Bacchata concerts more than once. Cara said he wasn't being supportive. He quietly wondered if she was being faithful. Even though they told fans they were trying to fix things, the trust between them seems totally broken. Then came the big shock. Cara admitted she still had feelings for an ex-boyfriend. She even said she visited him at midnight without telling Guillermo. That news surprised fans, who started looking for more info. It didn't take long. A Reddit thread revealed the guy's identity. He's DJ Husky, a musician from Barcelona who Cara dated back in 2011. They even made music together, and now it looks like they might be back together. A lot of fans believe they've been seeing each other secretly this whole time. While Cara focused on music and maybe her ex, Guillermo focused on something else, his son. A Reddit post recently went viral, saying Guillermo had won full custody. It claimed he gathered all the proof, Cara's shady messages to other guys, her late-night visits, and her lack of commitment, to show the court he was the more responsible parent. The person who posted it even made fun of people who still support Cara. To many fans, Guillermo looked like the real hero in the relationship. But then came another twist. None of it was true. Even though the rumor spread quickly, there's been no real proof, no court documents, no announcements, and nothing from the show. Some fans pointed that out right away. One asked, where's the real source? Others reminded everyone that in the US, it's rare for a dad to get full custody unless the mom is clearly unfit. Usually, custody is shared, with courts often favoring the mom. Cara herself supposedly fired back online, calling the rumors complete lies. So what's the truth? Here's what we know. Cara and Guillermo's marriage is in big trouble. They've accused each other of cheating. They're living like strangers. The trust is gone. Cara seems to be reconnecting with an ex while Guillermo is focused on parenting. The custody rumors might not be true, but they show just how many fans have turned on Cara and how much support Guillermo is getting. One thing is clear, this story isn't over yet. Fans are still wondering, will Cara and Guillermo finally split for good? Will DJ Husky replace Guillermo in Cara's life? And what will really happen with their child if the marriage ends? With all the secrets, drama, and rumors, their story is one of the most intense and unpredictable in 90 Day Fiancé history. On 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after season 9, the cracks in Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda's marriage are bigger than ever. For years, their relationship was based on shaky trust, nonstop fights, and constant drama. But this season, fans are watching as Gino's lies come to light one by one. And his latest move has people questioning everything, even his emotions. It all started with a huge twist. Gino agreed to Jasmine's idea of an open marriage, letting Matt come into the picture. But while Jasmine turned to Matt for love and intimacy, Gino wouldn't even be physical with her. Fans were confused. Why would he agree to an open marriage and then still push her away? That choice caused even more problems. When Jasmine later told Gino she was pregnant with Matt's baby, people blamed her. Gino cried on camera, saying he felt betrayed and heartbroken. At first, fans felt sorry for him, but now some are saying those tears might have been fake. Jasmine, wanting to be honest, asked Gino to sit down and talk. She told him she was moving to Florida with Matt and that she was pregnant. She wanted him to hear it directly from her. She said the pregnancy wasn't revenge or a plan. It just happened unexpectedly. Gino on camera looked shocked. He wished Jasmine good luck, said almost nothing, and drove off. Jasmine watched him through the window, afraid he would completely break down once he was gone. And she was right. Just minutes later, Gino had an emotional meltdown. He cried hard, said Jasmine never really loved him, and called her a liar. To fans, it seemed like real, raw heartbreak. But behind the scenes, a different story came out. Jasmine recently shocked fans with an Instagram post showing what she says is the real truth. She said right after filming that emotional scene, Gino called his cousin Dana and bragged about how good he was going to look on TV. She said he was actually excited about his crying being used in the show's trailer. If this is true, it changes everything. Gino, who looked like a hurt husband, might have just been acting. He may have been more worried about his image on TV than about his actual marriage falling apart. And here's where it gets even more complicated. Jasmine said that Dana and his wife are close to her, and they were the ones who told her what Gino said after filming. If Gino's own family members are siding with Jasmine, that says a lot about who might really be to blame. Jasmine even said that Gino's family has always thought he was the one causing most of the problems in the relationship. Now fans are asking one big question. Was Gino's emotional breakdown real? Or was it all fake? Some people fully believe Jasmine. They say Gino always tries to play the victim while secretly lying and manipulating things behind the scenes. Others are not so sure. They say Jasmine has a habit of making things sound worse or twisting stories to make herself look better. But no matter who you believe, one thing is clear, the trust is gone. Gino and Jasmine's relationship has gone through cheating scandals, open marriage drama, pregnancy shockers, and now claims of fake crying just to get attention. Gino hasn't said anything yet about Jasmine's claims, but fans are waiting to hear his side. Was Gino really heartbroken? Or just acting for sympathy and screen time? For now, fans are left with more questions than answers. But it's clear this might be one of the wildest and fakest stories 90 Day Fiancé has ever had. Jenny Slatton and Sumit Singh are also going through a hard time in their marriage on 90 Day Fiancé. The other way. They're dealing with money problems and family issues, and they're trying to fix things. Jenny thinks the answer is opening a new cafe with Sumit. But this dream business is already full of problems, stress, and fights with family. It started when Sumit lost his job. With no steady money, they had to move back in with his parents. For Jenny, this was a disaster. She's never gotten along with Sumit's mom, Sana, and now she has to live with her. Jenny feels like she has no privacy, gets judged all the time, and doesn't feel welcome. But she's not giving up. To Jenny, the cafe isn't just a job, it's a way to get her life back. If the cafe works, she and Sumit can leave his parents' house and live on their own again. That's why she says they have to make it work no matter what. But things are already going wrong. Sumit spent their savings on a location he thought was perfect. He paid the rent, gave a deposit, and started fixing it up. But when he showed it to his family, they noticed a big issue. The building didn't have the right plumbing for a food business. No good water system, no good drains. Sumit tried to find another spot and showed his family a different place. But that one was hidden and hard to find, so it might not get many customers. Jenny admitted that neither place was perfect, but she said the first one was at least easy to see, which could bring in more people. She said foot traffic is key, even if the plumbing is a problem. While all this is going on, family drama is getting worse. In a surprising moment, Sumit finally stood up to his mom. He told Sana that Jenny is his wife, not her servant. Fans loved it. They said it was about time someone defended Jenny after everything she's been through. Sumit's brother even quit his job to help with the cafe, showing that the family is serious about trying to make it work. But even with all that effort, the cafe is still at risk. The location is bad, money is tight, and the family keeps fighting. For Jenny, this cafe is about more than money. It's her chance to get freedom, leave the stress of her in-laws' house, and prove that she and Sumit can live life their own way. But with every new problem, that dream seems harder to reach. Will the cafe help them finally become independent? Or will all the setbacks and family drama ruin everything before it even gets started? One thing is for sure, this cafe isn't just about coffee. It's about Jenny fighting for respect, freedom, and a life without Sana controlling everything.